In addition to their beauty and diversity, female rappers gave the rap industry a completely new look. It appears as though they integrated the whole BBL surgery sector into the rap industry.
I will be talking about my surgery because everybody's just like, Cardi, you got your ass done too big.
While some of these BBLs have a lovely appearance, others are just horrible. Give it a minute. Is Nicki Minaj there? Her butt is folded in half. Why is that? The rap industry now depicts terrible BBL and plastic surgeries as a pandemic.
Do not get silicone shots because you can get sick, you can die, have complications, and all this other crazy stuff.
I'll be showing you female rappers like Lil' Kim, who had terrible BBL procedures in this video.
Do you want to talk about Lil' Kim? And that face of her?
Lil' Kim is an iconic rapper, like Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, paved the way for most modern female rappers with her bravery and tenacity in a male-dominated industry. However, there is another aspect of Lil' Kim that has become a household name: her terrible breast augmentations. I mean, I can see why Lil' Kim's plastic surgery has become such a hot topic. It's just that there is so much to discuss about it. Do you recall the incredible performance Lil' Kim gave to honor P. Diddy at the 2022 BET Awards? Naturally, instead of focusing on her exceptional performance, everyone spoke on her BBL. That year, there was a lot of talk on Twitter, with some people likening her to a rotisserie chicken. In the industry, Lil' Kim's body makeover has been quite the spectacle. She went from this to this, and now that we've seen it, everyone is worried. As she ages, the effects of all the chemicals on her skin are starting to wear off. Suddenly, everyone is examining her body: rappers, plastic surgeons, and inquisitive fans alike.
The brows to me are looking very unnatural, whether it's a tattoo or makeup. It just looks very two-dimensional. When there's absolutely nothing and it just looks like, the eyes go into the cheek, it's just not a very natural look, and there's very little resemblance.
It's sad. The reason I think it's sad is because she's always been a beautiful girl.
The girl went and got a nose job to have a smaller nose like white people. Like, y'all don't see that?
Fans discussed Lil' Kim's metamorphosis. While some people don't understand why she had to do it, others blame her inferiority complex, claiming that she damaged her body in an attempt to resemble a white woman. On the other side, Lil' Kim has revealed why she has had so many plastic surgeries on men. It's heartbreaking.
I went through the same thing while I was some people's role models and Lil' Kim, and I had broken nose, black eyes, all that stuff.
Lil' Kim disclosed the reason behind her decision to have facial plastic surgery in a 2005 interview with Angie Martinez. It seems that Lil' Kim had her face fixed with plastic surgery in 2004 after being severely beaten by her abusive ex-boyfriend, who almost killed her. She wanted to make her face flawless with all that damage. Paradoxically, she did more harm to herself. Later on, Lil' Kim acknowledged that some of the reasons she had surgeries were due to her social anxieties and low self-esteem.
I did it because I had low self-esteem, but that wasn't the case. I think I did it because I was a little too vain, at the time. So
Trying to be perfect?
Trying to be perfect. I'm a perfectionist. That's true.
I guess we can both agree that this isn't flawless. Cardi B.
Whatever you do, don't get shots. They praise thick girls, they praise thighs, they praise all of that.
Cardi B has been relatively transparent about her BBL surgery procedures, in contrast to the majority of female rappers who have undergone body modifications. Recently, Cardi B's candid admission of how awful her surgeries are has piqued curiosity on the internet. All I know is that fans started speculating that Cardi B was starting to change in appearance. Alright, so you will concur that Cardi B's body is changing if you know her. My hypothesis is that the multiple plastic surgeries she has had on her body are starting to affect her. This would make perfect sense to you if you are familiar with the law of diminishing return.
I will be talking about my surgery because everybody's just like, Cardi, you got your done too big.
Cardi B expressed her remorse on Instagram Live in 2022, saying that people were bothering her about her poorly executed BBL. The rapper from A-List voiced worries about her body's imbalanced weight. That is a cause for concern, don't you think so?
After I gave birth to my son, my was huge.
Cardi believes that her body is failing to respond to plastic surgery. She attributed it to her earlier pregnancy. She clarified that her pregnancy-related weight gain wasn't compatible with the chemicals in her buttocks. That seems like a really complex situation. Yes, she continued by acknowledging that she had some absurd issues with her newly acquired butt. Do I need to say that Cardi B's BBL was starting to look horrible, and her followers couldn't stop talking about it when she was out on Instagram, talking about her butt? I suppose not. Now let's proceed. Going forward, Cardi B's fixation with plastic surgery is well known to all. The news that Cardi B advised young ladies to avoid BBL surgery shocked the internet. Really, I was astounded too. However, the rapper was actually quite sorry about her poorly executed BBL. Still, it was really considerate of her to prevent others from getting into the same situation. By all accounts, the rapper disclosed that she had surgery in August to extract 95% of the biopolymers that had been injected into her butt during her BBL surgeries. How could she possibly want to do that? That's the query you have in mind, correct? Simple, since it was starting to look horrible. She was giving you guys advice for that reason.
If you're 19, if you're 20, if you're 21, and sometimes you're too skinny, and you be like, oh my God, I don't got enough fat to put on my and everything, so you resort to shots, don't do it. Like, I am super against shots. I'm super against biopolymers.
I could tell by the tone of her voice how horrible the surgeries were starting to seem. I want to know if Cardi B is done with cosmetic surgeries or if she is still a talented rapper. Lotto. From a different angle, Lotto produced a video on TikTok showcasing her most recent acquisition of a horrible BBL in the industry, and the responses were insane. Common Goddess. Her BBL was compared by fans to an AirPod. Let me take you a little bit further back in time before we get into the specifics.
And everybody on the internet was calling me bad body and stuff, so I feel like that played a role. I started being a little insecure about my body, I guess.
Is there anyone else who recalls Ladder stating on the internet that she chose to participate in a BBL because to the pressure from her fans? Well, anything. She is being ridiculed by the same group of individuals for her poorly executed BBL. In an industry full of heavy chicks, the American rapper revealed that when she first came out, she was 21 years old and very slim. She soon began to earn money, which meant she ate a lot and put on weight to her body. Lotto felt that her body needed to be flawless since she was beginning to feel insecure about it. Lotto uploaded the video shortly afterward, criticizing her followers for a choice she had made at the tender age of 21. Her admirers wouldn't let her leave. They gave her a clap in return. When an adult claims they were bullied into having horrible BBL surgeries, it can be a little unpleasant. I can understand. Let's look at this now. Lotto shared a video of herself having a good time with friends, but her BBL really brought the show. Sure enough, that looks awful. And I agree was the first comment made. I don't think that is essential at all. That is to say, she can get by without it excessively. It appears as like the BBL is restraining her. It appears like love is the source of this comment. I mean, being disgusted and loving at the same time for Lotto. BBL expresses affection in a single comment. Fans aren't going to stop making fun of Lotto for her awkward BBL, even if she hasn't stopped apologizing. Quite early in her career, the 26-year-old rapper underwent bariatric surgery. She disclosed that the first time she had body work done, she was 21 years old. In my opinion, your body is still changing even at age 21. Lotto lacked the self-control to wait for her body to mature completely before making changes to it. Now notice how her butt is drooping like a big weight. In this video, an unidentified fan marked her friend's butt and contrasted them. The distinction between authentic and counterfeit. Nicki Minaj. Before her brilliant lyrical delivery, Nicki Minaj's body form ensured her fame when she first entered the industry. One of the rapper's most contentious physical attributes was the shape and size of her butt. The rapper's curves have been the subject of numerous controversy since the beginning of her career. Online detectives came to the conclusion that she had undergone a number of plastic surgeries to achieve her current appearance, even though she had not publicly acknowledged or denied having BBL surgeries. In this instance, a comparison of the rapper's before and after photos provides the strongest evidence. Two images of Nicki Minaj side by side are displayed by an internet investigator in order to compare the condition of her body. Considering the data that has been provided, I believe that this investigator has a case. There have been those who think she had some surgery because of how clearly her butt changed from this to this. Let's examine her famous butt in more detail. It's evident from this before and after detailing that she got a silicone butt shot. And is Nicki Minaj's butt like this folding in two? I don't believe this is a debate. This butt was acquired by the rapper. It looks horrible, guys.
So I was like everybody, I was a lot of people's guinea pig.
The most contentious butt in the rap industry was finally discussed by Nicki Minaj after breaking her silence. When Nicki Minaj appeared on the Joe Budden podcast in 2022, she discussed the debates around her status as the industry's most curvaceous rapper.
Oh, and at that time, I had never had surgery. I had shots. Even what I did, and even with me not consulting with anyone to do something like that, how insane that was.
The rapper, who is now 41 years old and a mother of 3, admitted that she regretted changing her body. She took stock of the controversy and attention that her previous moves had generated. She continued by mentioning that one of the things that led her to take a butt shot at the time was the subliminal pressure from people like Lil Wayne. The rap queen has joined the ranks of female rappers who are speaking out against breast augmentation surgeries. The Starship rap queen stated, "I guarantee you, if you change anything on your body and do anything surgical in all this, you're going to, more than likely, not definitely more than likely, look back and say, I was fine just the way I was." In a 2023 interview with the Run Through with Vogue podcast, the rapper's comments turned out to be based on her personal experiences with poorly executed BBL. She wishes she hadn't done any of it, looking back. You are aware of the one. The thing about BBL surgeries is that they are self-evident. Despite how beautiful it may appear when brand new, a horrible bedbug cannot be hidden. This is the realization the rap queen has reached. How much longer can this body hold? Sandra Peppa Denton. My mind has been occupied with this video non-stop. Peppa, one half of the rap duo Salt and Peppa, is shown here racing around with her gorgeous man-made booty. She doesn't appear to be aware of her appearance from behind. Has someone tried to inform her? I recall how shocked the industry was to learn that Sandra Denton had filed a lawsuit against plastic surgeon David Saya for an improper BBL. Everyone was curious about how the news might have happened. The doctor received a lawsuit in exchange for the horrible BBL. The 54-year-old rapper said that the plastic surgeon pressured her to have 3 buttock procedures in order to treat an injury sustained in a vehicle accident. Her accusations against him were that the quality of Dr. Saya's surgeries was so low that she could want additional work to feel at ease in that area. Peppa tragically claimed in her charges that she had very little hope of recovering from the number of surgeries she had undergone from Dr. Saya. Peppa says she hasn't been able to go to concerts or outdoor shows because the surgery's results are so horrible. She stated that the BBL surgery she underwent under Dr. Saya's push was the cause of all of this suffering. However, if you look closely, you can tell that Peppa also had minor breast surgery. Although Peppa's body is clearly the result of several plastic surgeries, Dr. Saya has made matters worse for her. Peppa revealed that she experienced butt problems as a result of the surgery. An MRI revealed a significant amount of biopolymer silicone and dead tissues in the glute muscles when she saw other doctors. Black China?
Do not get silicone shots because you can get sick, you can die, have complications, and all this other crazy stuff.
Black China shared on Instagram her experience getting her butt and chest implants taken out. She was going to take her fans with her. Black China posted a video from a doctor's office to Instagram, stating that she planned to undergo a change in identity and that she would be taking out the silicone placed in her butt. She declared, "As you all know, I'm changing my life and changing my ways," to her millions of fans. Thus, eliminating some of these shots is undoubtedly one of the things I believe will help me advance.
It's reduce and also to my breast because honestly I feel like I'm past that stage.
Black China clarified that she was unable to live with the butt shot since it had destroyed her body. She set out on a quest for rebirth. The main distinction between butt shots and the well-known Brazilian butt lift was clarified by Black China. They are 2 separate things, she said. She added that they must leave since she won't need any of them in her new life.
A BBL is when they use your own fat. Ass shots is silicone. So I just want all the ladies out there to know, do not get silicone shots.
She continued by explaining that in order for her to get to the next phase of her life, she had to remove the silicone. When Black China was 19 years old, she received her first shot. It's quite early for that age to be getting shots. Don't you think so?
I'm in recovery mode right now. Got my bandages on. As you can see.
Not long after the surgery, Black China sent her fans an update and thanked them for the successful removal of the chemicals from her butt and breast. She expressed her extreme happiness. "It's evident that I had my breasts reduced." among the wisest choices I've made in a very long time. She encouraged young females to embrace their natural bodies and carried on celebrating her newfound identity. Sukihana.
What's the smartest thing you've done with your money so far?
I think bought my titties and my ass and my teeth. I think that was real smart that I did that.
Sukihana is raving about her newly discovered butt and boobs. The magnificent work the doctor performed on her has not escaped the attention of the American rapper and television presenter. 5 years prior, Sukihana streamed the live documentation of her liposuction surgery on Instagram. Such an act has angered fans, and I'm not sure if she needed to demonstrate all of that live. Someone said this was as ghetto as hell. Indeed it was. According to one commenter, Sukihana is doing this for attention. For fame, anything is unsettling about this. In the end, nobody laughed at the live video. Sukihana became popular recently due to a video of hers that went viral for the wrong reasons. Following the disclosure of her single fan video, the TV celebrity found herself in a contentious situation. Despite her reputation for sharing graphic content, Sukihana wasn't overly pleased with the leak. Her butt was shown in the video in a horrible position. It was an ugly vista once more. Sukihana was being a self-pitying person in the one fan video. Why would an adult behave in this manner? Sukihana said that she did it because it made her feel filthy and because it brought in money when questioned why she did it. One well-known quality about Sukihana is her abundance of surprises. I had no idea that a BBL advertisement could be so exciting until I saw Sukihana perform one. She clarified that the woman may transfer all of her stomach fat to her butt, giving it a similar attractive appearance. Well, not in my opinion. Sukihana ought to be modeling for surgery clinics because her BBL is so beautiful. Throughout her career, Sukihana had numerous issues, the most of which stemmed from the way her body was portrayed in the media. Dream Doll is another rapper who has been quite open about her BBL surgeries over the years. The rapper wrote, "They ask me what I wear," in the caption of a photo she shared of her man-made butt. It's spelled BBL, I believe. The majority of the surgical operations that led to the rapper's enormous butt were chronicled.
I was in a relationship where my boyfriend used to criticize my body. He was cheating on me with a girl that, had curves. And he made my self-esteem go down.
Dream Doll revealed her fascination with BBL surgeries and the rationale behind it. Evidently, the majority of young rappers who have BBLs or hope to obtain one for themselves are driven by insecurity and low self-esteem, which is what powers this passion. The rapper explained that her only goal in life was to meet her boyfriend's standards. In order to prevent her partner from feeling the urge to cheat on her, she wanted to feel beautiful and whole for him. For true men, men govern the world, and these are all for a man. The idea that it is a taboo or that engaging in it is a behavior that gets one ostracized saddens Dream Doll. She conveyed her distaste for those who seek to stigmatize women for having aesthetic procedures done on their bodies. "I just wanted to lay everything out there," she explained. "Since the stigma isn't always positive, I wanted to restore some normalcy to it. Now let's normalize things." Since she began to chronicle her quest to get rid of the biopolymers and other chemicals in her butt, Dream Doll has amassed a devoted following on Instagram. She explained that she was having problems in her knees and other muscles, and that she had recently flown to Colombia to visit her doctor. Dream Doll said in several of the interviews she gave that she had some issues with her surgery butt, and that having a botched BBL was a horrible experience.
Something's wrong in my legs. Period. Something's wrong in my legs. My butt.
She explained that she needed to have the surgery reversed and added that various issues were the reason behind her decision to go in that way.
Made people, violate me on Instagram more. People criticize me.
She continued by explaining that, in addition to the stigmatization, she had also become entangled in the web of BBL criticism on social media. Dream Doll thinks about getting rid of the biopolymers in her body in order to alleviate the agony she's feeling and avoid the judgments that are certain to come with it. She went on to say that she overcame everything with a lot of self-love. In an attempt to restore her body to its natural state, Dream Doll underwent a biopolymers reversal surgery. "I desired a more natural body," as she explained on a podcast before to surgery, and I still do. On the Lip Service podcast, she explained that removing the silicone is painful. Dream Doll responded to remarks made about how large her butt still seems by admitting that she had undergone 4 surgical procedures to remove the silicone from her butt. This further demonstrated how much she was impacted by these comments. She won't be doing it again just to appease you guys.
So I went and I got shots
and then almost died.
Dream Doll continued by saying that she received butt shots, which nearly brought her back to her creator. She described how the problem was really painful for her and how she wished she had not done it in the first place. Paradoxically, Dream Doll promoted her doctor's skills and offered him a reference in the same film where she bemoans her poorly executed BBL. He's good at reconstruction, she said, but one thing I do know about rebuilding is that it always comes with deconstruction as part of the package. Cash Doll. Cash Doll has been a remarkable woman who underwent BBL surgeries for a long time. In a 2019 podcast with DJ Vlad, she acknowledged having cosmetic procedures done on her body.
In 2015, you tweeted plastic surgery.
2015, I haven't got a lot of work done.